In all the good times I find myself longing for change. In all the bad times I fear myself. Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to
Hi guys, so good afternoon. Welcome back to my magical world. I am Frostbite, and yes, how are you guys? So I really hope that you are also like doing well. I'm still uh I really think that my energy is still scattered, but I'm trying to do things here and there. So I'm just doing life overall. Well, anyway, so currently it's 1:38 in the afternoon, and today we're going to talk about personality types, which is ISFJ. So if you don't know yet what is this thing, let's read. All right. So just random checking. Currently it's March 14, 2022. So I just want to like put it out here because I'm tracking everything that I do in my life. Yeah. So here are the 10 things you should never say to an ISFJ. So, ISFJs are some of the most generous, down to earth individuals you will ever meet. They are considered one of the most practical of all the personality types, and they are also some of the most giving and considerate. As introverted sensing and extroverted feeling users, ISFJs are excellent at noticing details about people and remembering things that make them happy. They are often the people to volunteer to help in their communities, quietly assisting others and improving the world they live in. ISFJs may seem soft spoken and steady, but there are certain phrases that really get their blood boiling. So, what are they? So, here are the list, so you should know, guys, about these things because you'll never know if you are talking to someone who has this kind of personality. First is don't I first is I ISFJs are quick to lend a hand to those who need it, especially to people in their families and communities. Refusing their help can make them feel insulted and frustrated. If you truly don't need their help with something, it's better to say something like thank you so much for asking, but I think I've got it right now. Don't refuse their help just to be passive aggressive. So don't do it, guys. I mean, help is like being given to us. I think if it won't if it won't cause harm to anyone, we should really like accept it because it's a form of the universe, of delivering things that we need at the moment. And yeah, and we're just like reciprocating the give and take energy of that uh thing. Next is, why are you so quiet? Speak up. I so IFJs like time to process information and details before they speak their mind or make a decision. Their quiet nature can be misconstrued as passive when it is anything but. Don't rush them to speak and don't act as if their silence is a defect. So there are just people that are like that are just so quiet. So don't wag mo silang pangunahan. So I don't know. Yeah. Translate it. Next is, that's not good enough. The word that's not good enough. IFJs are perfectionists when it comes to their projects and tasks. Don't overwhelm them by giving them excessive criticism or assuming they didn't try hard enough. If you have criticism to give, try to notice the things that were done right and praise those things while asking if they need help or input on some of the areas where they are struggling. Next is, before you go on, the phrase, ISFJs hate to be interrupted. They may act polite and calm if this happens, but believe me, doing this is a sure way to cause tension in your relationship. SI dominant types think carefully before speaking and put a lot of thought into making sure their words are framed correctly. Interrupting them, cutting them off, or sharing your opinion without giving them a chance to finish theirs is a major no-no. So yeah, just, and it's rude, guys. Like if you are like wanted to like interrupt just so you can uh say what you want at that moment, you can always like let the other person finish first, right? You don't want to be, and any person don't want to be like interrupted like that, especially if you're gonna say a nonsense thing. Okay, next is, it's not that of a big of a deal, it's not that of a deal. As extrovert FE types, IFJs often need to talk about their feelings and emotions in order to get a better grasp of what's going on inside. They are more attuned to outer emotions than inner ones, and so being able to discuss their feelings helps them to sort them out. If you belittle their experience or their emotions, it frustrates and or embarrasses them. My dog, my dog is so loud. So wait lang. Okay, we proceed. Whatever is going on there. Next is I might not. ISFJs need to know they can count on the people in their lives. Being responsible and dependable is something they are known for, and they appreciate this in other people. Try hard not to be wishy-washy or unclear. Let them know for sure what your intentions are, and if you can't do this, say something like, I just need time to think and then I'll get back to you. So there are actually ways you can actually like talk to people. That's why it's really important that you can communicate well and comprehend what they are saying. Next is ow. It's ow, you're so tender hearted, timid, or cute. So those are number seven. ISFJs may be gentle and considerate, but patronizing them will get you nowhere. This type can be tougher and more hardworking than many more outspoken or blunt individuals. Mother Teresa was an ISFJ, and she worked in the world's toughest slums, helping the unwanted, the unloved, and the uncared for. She didn't flinch when she saw sickness or recoil from telling the truth of her heart. Gentleness and compassion should never be misconstrued for weakness or naivety. So, yeah. You know Mother Teresa. I really hope that you know Mother Teresa. So, not sure if she's like recognized as a saint, but she's one of like, she's in the books like in like before when I was like in high school. She's probably in one of our religion subjects, something like that. Next is you are so selfish. Healthy ISFJs are incredibly devoted and generous with their loved ones. Unfortunately, some people notice this and like to find ways to manipulate them into doing more. They may accuse the ISFJs of being selfish simply to get more out of them or put them in a guilt trip. I've spoken with so many ISFJs who have dealt with narcissists and manipulators who use their generosity to attempt to control them. So don't be that kind of person, guys. Don't, guys. Just don't. Let's spread little bit more kindness out in the world, and lots of love, so that it will comes back to us in like in different, you know ways, shape, or form. Something like that. Okay, remember that we are a mirror of what we want or what we desire. So we're just a reflection of what we experience in this life. I hope you know what I mean. I know, guys, you are guys are smart, so don't worry about that. Next is, let's just wing it. ISFJs like to be prepared and know what to expect. Having to spontaneously react to situations without a clear goal or set of instructions can be extremely stressful for them. Try to prepare them ahead of time for changes in plans and give them time to think of an effective course of action. Your next, this is probably the last one, guys. So you're too old fashioned, as users have been given an undeserved bad rap in many online communities. People make jobs about SI DOMs, being stuck in their ways, or overly traditional. The truth is, ISFJs learn from what has worked well and succeeded before. They notice cause and effect, and they keep track of they keep track of steps that have led to a positive outcome. So they already have like a history, and they base things on like that, because people who don't remember the history are condemned to repeat the past. Next, no, I'm kidding. I'm finishing this. They are excellent at remembering details about the things that are important to them, and they can effectively recall those facts and details to improve or fix a current situation. This ability is extremely useful. So that was an amazing, guys. Like, if I could have like this kind of friend, like an ISFJ friend, would be really nice, because like I'm Sagittarius by nature. I'm not into details that much. If if it's like necessary, I will. But overall, like my nature is like, like I can already like see the future with what is what the puzzle is missing. So something like that, guys. Anyways, guys, don't worry about it. So those are all of the things that I said, is the things that you should never say to an ISFJ. So let's not trigger anyone nowadays. So let's be, keep calm and collected as always, right? So learn the art of self-control because that's just, power itself. It's powerful if you have self-discipline, self-control, and yeah, you know that already, guys. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you for helping make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. I really appreciate you here, like listening to me, to my life, and to my daily, we read a lot, right? We read a lot to learn. Okay, bye and see you again.
Feel that void, or do you need more?